Are you wondering how the richest CEOs in the world travel? If so, you're not alone. Quite a few people are curious about how these elites spend their weekends, what type of vacations they take, and where they go to relax. Let's debunk the secret. How they travel. The richest CEOs in the world have a penchant for luxury travel. They fly in private jets, stay in the best hotels, and enjoy the best food. Their travel habits are often a source of envy for the rest of us. E.g., Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos loves to travel and is one of the richest CEOs in the world. Although Forbes reports that he owns several homes, he still enjoys visiting other locations in the world. He has said that he spends time in hotels when he travels, even though he owns several properties in the US and abroad. Not to mention his trip to space, as these super rich people always find ways to do extravagant things. Even though these CEOs may have more money than most people, they still often take time out to explore new places and enjoy traditional tourist destinations. Travel by road. If a CEO is determined to travel in secret, he or she will likely have to do so on the ground. In this case, the CEO will probably have to pay top dollar to hire a driver and a bodyguard to ensure their location remains a secret. It is possible to do it privately on your own, but it is more time-consuming and in most cases unsafe. This is exactly the reason why most CEOs hire a private jet charter firm to take care of their travel plans. Private jet bias. There are a variety of reasons why CEOs might want to travel by private jet. The most obvious is the privacy it can provide. A private jet can fly directly to a private airport, so the CEO doesn't have to worry about dealing with the press or other problems. It is also possible that a private jet may not be needed to accomplish a quick trip of less than a few hundred miles. In this case, a scheduled airline flight may be preferable. For example, the CEO of Caterpillar makes several trips each year between his home in Illinois and his office in Aurora, Illinois. The presence of a private jet at a regional airport like PWM or SHH could be a distraction and not noticed by most. While commercial airlines service most locations regularly, charter services enable users to fly to and from private airports of their choosing. Private jets are usually faster and carry a smaller number of passengers than commercial airliners. Many of them, however, choose to do it in a way that eludes the public eye. The wealthiest business leaders in the world can afford to travel in a manner that ensures their privacy. So, how do they do it? Chartered flights. One such way that they travel is by booking exclusively chartered flights. This is done by paying a private plane agency to arrange the logistics. Another option is to book air travel under an alias. At least one CEO has done just that. Lorenzo Del Pani, CEO of the pharmaceutical company Novartis, was photographed and questioned by the TSA at a Boston airport after he used a fake name to book his flight. One way that many CEOs travel is by taking short flights from one location to another. This is especially useful between two popular destinations, New York and Los Angeles. Short flights. A short flight on a regional jet may go unnoticed by most. Different airlines can be used to keep a low profile, though it helps to have one airline that is used exclusively for travel. For example, Google's top brass are known for frequently flying from New York to Washington, D.C. All it takes is a short flight from the New York area to Washington, D.C., and then a short flight from there to California. This helps with privacy, and you face lesser people on your way as well. The same is true for a lot of other popular CEO destinations. For example, Apple's CEO Tim Cook is known for taking short flights between New York and Washington, D.C. From there, it's an easy catch to catch a short flight to California. Other popular destinations are London, Omaha, Frankfurt, and Hong Kong. Since these short flights are often regional jets that seat less than 50 people, they can be a great way to travel under the radar. It doesn't always work, but it helps to minimize the number of people that see you. The best way to reduce the chance of being seen is to take the same flight every time you travel between two destinations. The same can be said for other destinations like the Googleplex and Apple's headquarters. Some locations are so close together that a short flight can be a big help when traveling miles. In this case, a scheduled airline flight may be preferable. For example, the CEO of Caterpillar makes several trips each year between his home in Illinois and his office in Aurora, Illinois. On such a trip, a CEO could easily depart from the first location, make an appearance at the second location, and then be back in the first location before anyone would know where he or she was. It won't be wrong to say that these CEOs would do just about anything to keep their travels a secret. Click on one of these two videos on the screen right now.